everyone, it's Smitha. Welcome back. Today I'm going to be showing you a stunning traditional Diwali look, starting with base makeup. I'm going to be using the Dewy Skin Cream by Tatcha. This is a rich moisturizing cream with plumping hydration and antioxidant-packed Japanese purple rice for that dewy, healthy glow. And because I have dry skin, I'm using a generous amount all over my face. And if you didn't know, you can use a setting spray as your primer. So I'm going to be using the Benefit Professional Super Setter. This is going to give me that light layer of tacky surface before I apply anything else over it. I'm going to do my base makeup in one layer because I want to keep it really light and fresh. Starting with the Exa Peach Corrector to color correct in areas where I have uneven skin tone. So this is going to mostly go around my mouth and under my eyes. If you didn't know, uneven skin tone has a blue undertone. Now when you apply a peach or an orange corrector over it, it cancels that blue and neutralizes it. Now when you apply a foundation or a concealer over the color corrector, it's not going to give you those ashy tones. For foundation, I'm going with the Ultra HD by Makeup Forever. This is in the shade Y365. I'm just using very little to dot it around my face. This foundation gives excellent coverage and all I want to do is even out my skin tone, so I'm going to be using very little. And before I blend this out, I'm going to be using a cream bronzer in the circumference of my face where I did not use the foundation. I'm going to be using the Beautiful Skin Sun-Kissed Glow Bronzer by Charlotte Tilbury in the shade 2 Medium. While this gives a light, healthy glow, it's also going to lightly contour the face, but it's not going to add too much color. And then for concealer, I'm going to be using the Milani Concealer in the shade 135. And after applying everything, I'm going to start blending it out. I'm using a flat foundation brush to first blend out my foundation because I'm going to be using the same brush to blend out the bronzer as well. You can use a beauty sponge too, whatever you prefer. I'm going to be using a brush to blend out the foundation and the bronzer, but for concealer, I'm going to be using a damp beauty sponge. With the residue that's left in my brush, I'm going to bring it down all the way to my neck. That way I'm not adding too much foundation to my neck, but at the same time I'm evening it out and matching it with my face color. Next up, with the same brush, I'm going to blend out the bronzer in the circumference of my face so it blends in with the foundation. And then for the concealer under my eyes, I'm going to use a damp sponge to blend it out. For blush, I'm going to be using the Rare Beauty Soft Pinch Liquid Blush in the shade Grateful. I'm taking a little bit in the back of my hand and with a damp sponge, I'm going to press it to the high planes of my cheeks. And don't worry about it being too pigmented because once I apply that powder, everything will soften up. Now to set my face, I'm going to be using the One Size Translucent powder, starting with areas where I applied the concealer first because my concealer tends to crease. I'm pressing it in with a dry powder puff. You can also use a sponge or you can use a brush. What this is going to do is it's going to bring all the colors together and blend them beautifully while softening up everything. As you can see, it softens up everything and it gives you that nice filtered look as compared to the other side. If you have oily or combination skin, you can use a little bit extra powder. But if you have dry skin, you can use some powder to set in areas where you tend to crease. For me, mostly it's under my eyes and around my mouth and nose. And then with whatever residue that's left on that powder puff, I'm going to press it gently all over my face. And then to lock the base makeup, again, I'm going to be using the Benefit Super Setter. Now for the brows and eyes, I'm going to start with my eyebrows using the Precisely My Brow Benefit Brow Pencil in the shade 4.5 to fill in the sparse areas. To clean up underneath the brows, I'm going to be using the Milani Concealer in the shade 135, but I'm not going to be using it on my lid as a base. And on my lid, I'm going to be using a deeper shade of concealer. This is the Full Cover Extreme Camouflage Cream Concealer from Makeup Forever. I'm using the shade Chocolate. This is also a waterproof concealer. I'm using a deeper shade concealer because I want to get that nice smoky effect. For eyeshadows, I'm going to be using the Huda Beauty Amethyst Obsessions palette, starting with this muted lavender shade in the outer corner. I'm using the large e.l.f. concealer brush as my blending brush. I'm going to link everything in the description box right below this video. I'm going to push that eyeshadow outward and upward to get that elongated eye effect in the outer corner. In the center of the lid, I'm going to be using this stunning purple sparkle. I'm just applying with my finger. And I'm going to finish up with this beautiful lilac shade in the inner corner. Using this matte purple shade, I'm going to deepen the lower lash line and smoke it out. Using the Aqua Resist pencil in black by Makeup Forever, I'm going to tightline my watch line. And then using a black eyeshadow, I'm going to smoke it out in my lower lash line, and I will also pull out a wing in the outer corner, extending my lower lash line. When you use an eyeshadow, it's so easy to sharpen it with your fingers, so try this and let me know how it works out for you. Time to finish up, so I'm going to first curl my lashes. So I'm using the Sally Hansen curler. For mascara, I'm going to be using Rem Beauty. And for lashes, I'm going to be using Tati Lashes in TL21. And here is the completed eye look. Although I've used shades of purple, you can do the same with any color story. To finish up this look, I'm going to be using the long-lasting liquid lipstick by Ofra in Standout. This is my collaboration lipstick with Ofra. And today I'm going to be using the lipstick light-handedly so it goes well with the saree that I'll be wearing. Nice thing about this lipstick is you can either tone it down or you can layer it to make it even brighter. And I think it's perfect for the festive and holiday season. It looks absolutely stunning for fall. To complete this look, I got some mogra flowers in my hair, some beautiful traditional jewelry, and this stunning sari from Discover Diva. My jewelry and sari are from Bangalore. I'm going to include all of this information in the description box right below this video. Discover Diva has the most stunning silk and Banarasi saris, and I'm wearing a Banaras here. Absolutely love this boutique, and I plan to buy something from there every time I visit India. But I hope you enjoyed this video. Let me know in comments, and if you plan to recreate this look, please don't forget to tag me. My socials are listed down below in the description box, and if you're new here, please consider subscribing. I love you guys so much. Happy Diwali, and I'll see you soon with a brand new one. Bye guys.